Hey, you're still awake. I didn't expect that. I was trying to be quiet, doing my final sweep of the apartment. Checking the locks, the windows, making sure everything's secure before you went to sleep. But you're still up. You should be resting. You had a long day today. I know you did. I was there for all of it. That's kind of my job, isn't it? Making sure you're safe, making sure nothing happens to you, staying close, always close. Do you mind if I sit here for a moment? Just for a few minutes. I promise I won't disturb you. Thank you. It's quiet tonight. Peaceful. The city sounds so distant from up here. Just the faint hum of traffic, muffled voices somewhere below. But up here, in your apartment, it's like the world can't reach us. That's what I'm supposed to ensure, that the world, the dangerous parts of it, can never reach you. I take that very seriously, in case you haven't noticed. You probably think I'm too serious sometimes, don't you? The way I insist on checking every room before you enter, the way I position myself between you and strangers, the way I never really relax, even know. My hand is still resting near my side, where my weapon would be if I were on active duty right now. It's just habit, instinct. Even sitting here, in your bedroom, in the middle of the night, part of me is still scanning, still listening, still ready. I've been your bodyguard for, 8 months now? 8 months of watching over you, of staying 3 steps behind you in public, of sleeping in the room next to yours, of memorizing your routines, your schedules, your habits. I know you wake up at 6:30 every morning, even on weekends. You can't help it. I know you take your coffee black with just a little bit of sugar, and you always drink it while standing by the kitchen window, looking out at the city. I know you have this habit of running your hand through your hair when you're thinking, or stressed, or trying to solve a problem. I know you bite your lower lip when you're reading something that confuses you. I know you laugh at the worst jokes, the kind that make other people groan, but you find them genuinely funny. I know so much about you. More than I probably should, more than a bodyguard needs to know. But that's the thing, isn't it? When you spend every waking hour with someone, when your entire job is to observe them, to anticipate their needs, to predict their movements, to understand their vulnerabilities, you start to see them, really see them, in ways that most people never will. And somewhere along the way, sometime in these past 8 months, this job stopped being just a job. I'm not supposed to say that. I know I'm not. Professional boundaries, emotional detachment, those are the rules, the standards, the expectations. A bodyguard protects, but a bodyguard doesn't feel. A bodyguard observes, but a bodyguard doesn't care beyond the scope of duty. A bodyguard stays close, but a bodyguard never gets too close. I've broken every single one of those rules. And I think you've known for a while now, haven't you? The way I linger a little too long when I check on you at night. The way my voice softens when I speak to you in a way it never does with anyone else. The way I position myself not just strategically, but protectively, in a way that goes beyond protocol. You probably think I'm, overly cautious? Paranoid? Maybe I am. But it's not because I think there's a threat around every corner. It's because the thought of something happening to you, the thought of failing to protect you, the thought of you getting hurt while under my watch, it terrifies me in a way that that has nothing to do with professional responsibility. Do you remember 3 days ago when we were leaving that conference? When that car came around the corner too fast and I pulled you back against me, my arm around your waist, my body between you and the street? The car wasn't even that close. Looking back on it, you were never really in danger. But in that split second, in that moment when I saw it coming toward you, my heart stopped, completely stopped. And when I pulled you back, when I felt you safe against me, when I realized you were okay, the relief I felt, it wasn't professional. It was personal. So personal it scared me. Because I realized in that moment just how much you mean to me. How much losing you would destroy me. Not as a client, not as someone I'm assigned to protect, but as someone I care about more than I should, more than I can afford to, more than makes any sense at all. I've been trained for this, not for this feeling, but for the job itself. Years of tactical training, combat proficiency, threat assessment, crisis management. I've protected diplomats, executives, celebrities, people whose lives were genuinely at risk every single day. And I was good at it. I am good at it. Cold, efficient, detached. But with you, everything I learned, every wall I built, every professional distance I maintained, it all just crumbled. I remember the first day I was assigned to you. I walked into that initial briefing thinking this would be just another job, another client, another contract. They showed me your file, your photo, told me about the threats you'd been receiving, the reasons you needed protection. And I thought, okay, standard assignment, medium risk, straightforward. And then I met you. And you smiled at me. This genuine, warm, welcoming smile, like you were happy to meet me. Not just relieved to have protection, but actually happy to have me there. Most clients, they see bodyguards as tools, as necessary inconveniences, as reminders that their life isn't normal. They're polite, professional, distant. But you offered me coffee, asked about my background, treated me like a person, not just hired security. You learned my name, not just my bodyguard or the agent, but my actual name. And you use it. You've always used it, every single day. That first week, I told myself it didn't mean anything. You were just being kind, just making the best of an uncomfortable situation. But then, as the weeks went on, as I spent more and more time with you, I started to notice things. The way you always ask how I'm doing, even though I'm supposed to be focused on you. The way you make sure I eat, even though you're the one I'm supposed to be taking care of. The way you've never once made me feel like I'm just hovering or in the way. The way you include me in small ways, quiet ways. Like when you're watching something and you turn slightly, just enough so I can see the screen too, from where I'm standing by the door. Or when you order food and you always get extra, saying it's because you ordered too much, but I know it's for me. Or the way you say goodnight to me every single night before you go to sleep, even though you don't have to, even though I'm just doing my job. You always say goodnight. And somewhere in all those little moments, all those small kindnesses, all those quiet considerations, I fell for you. I fell for you, and I don't know how to unfeel it. I don't know how to go back to being just your bodyguard, to seeing you as just my client, to keeping that professional distance. Because every time I look at you now, every time you smile, every time you say my name, my heart does this thing, this flutter, this warmth, this feeling that I have absolutely no business feeling. And at night, when you're asleep, when the apartment is quiet, when I'm supposed to be resting too, I can't sleep. I lie in my room, in the dark, listening, making sure you're breathing, making sure you're safe. But it's not just vigilance anymore. It's this need, this overwhelming need to know that you're okay, that you're peaceful, that you're there. And I find myself thinking about you, not as my assignment, but as the person who makes me smile, even on the longest days. As the person whose laugh I've memorized. As the person whose happiness has somehow become more important to me than my own. This is so unprofessional. I know it is. If my agency found out, if anyone knew, I could lose this position, lose my license, lose everything I've worked for. But sitting here with you right now, in this quiet moment, in this soft light, I can't keep pretending. I can't keep acting like I'm just here to do a job when every fiber of my being is screaming that this is so much more than that. Earlier today, when you were in that meeting, and I was standing outside the conference room, waiting, someone asked me, another security agent, they asked me how I could stand it, standing around all day, waiting, watching, never really doing anything unless something goes wrong. They said it must be boring, monotonous, mind-numbing. And I wanted to tell them, it's not. It's not boring when every moment I'm watching someone I've fallen in love with. There, I said it. I'm in love with you. Completely, utterly, hopelessly in love with you. And I don't expect you to feel the same way. I don't expect anything. I needed to say it. I needed you to know, because carrying this feeling around, hiding it, pretending it doesn't exist, it's been killing me. Slowly, quietly, but killing me nonetheless. I look at you, and I see everything I never knew I wanted. Your kindness, your warmth, your strength, your vulnerability. The way you face challenges with determination, but also with grace. The way you treat everyone with respect, including me, especially me. I've protected so many people, but I've never wanted to protect someone the way I want to protect you. Not because it's my job, but because the thought of this world hurting you, touching you, taking anything from you, it makes me want to stand between you and everything, forever. And I know that sounds intense, possessive even, but that's what this feeling is. It's intense. It's all-consuming. It's waking up and immediately wondering if you slept well. It's spending every meal making sure you eat properly. It's memorizing every person who gets too close, every face that looks at you too long, every potential threat, no matter how small. It's lying awake at night, not because I'm on duty, but because I can't stop thinking about you, about your smile, your voice, the way you look when you're concentrating, about how it would feel to hold your hand without it being a tactical maneuver to guide you through a crowd, about how it would feel to touch your face gently, tenderly, the way I want to, not just when I'm checking for injuries. About how it would feel to kiss you. God, I shouldn't be saying this. I shouldn't be thinking this, but I can't help it. You've completely taken over my thoughts, my heart, my entire world. And the worst part, the part that makes this so impossibly complicated, is that I think you might feel something too. I see the way you look at me sometimes, when you think I'm not paying attention, but I'm always paying attention. I notice how you find reasons to talk to me, even about nothing, just to have a conversation. I feel how you lean into me, just slightly, when we're in crowded spaces, like you're seeking comfort, not just protection. Maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe I'm seeing what I want to see, projecting my feelings onto you. But sometimes when our eyes meet, there's this moment, this connection, this something. And I wonder if you feel it too. This pull, this magnetic thing, this sense that we're more than bodyguard and client. Earlier tonight, when I was doing my security check, I walked past your door and I heard you moving around, still awake. And I almost kept walking, almost went to my room, almost let you have your peace. But something made me stop. Something made me come in here. Something made me need to see you. And now here I am, sitting beside you, telling you things I should never say, crossing lines I should never cross. But I can't regret it. Even if this ruins everything, even if you ask me to leave, even if I lose this position and never see you again, I can't regret finally telling you the truth, that you're not just someone I protect, you're someone I love. And I need you to know, whether you feel the same or not, whether this changes anything or not, I will never stop protecting you. Not as long as I'm breathing, not as long as you need me, not as long as I can stand between you and harm. But I also need you to know that if you want me to leave, if this makes you uncomfortable, if you need someone more professional, someone who can maintain boundaries, I'll go. It'll destroy me, but I'll go. Because your comfort, your safety, your happiness, those come first, always. What are you doing? Why are you reaching for my hand? You want me to stay? You're not asking me to leave? You're saying you felt it too? This connection, this pull, this impossible feeling between us? You've been waiting for me to say something, because you weren't sure if it was appropriate, if I was allowed to feel this way. Oh God, you mean this whole time? While I've been agonizing over these feelings, trying to hide them, trying to stay professional, you were feeling the same thing? I don't even know what to say. I came in here thinking I was about to ruin everything, destroy whatever relationship we have. But you're telling me you want this too? Can I move closer? I need to be near you right now. I need to see your face, really see you. There, that's better. I can see you properly now, in this soft light, the way the shadows fall across your face. You're so beautiful. Did you know that? I've thought that from the very first day, but I could never say it. Professional boundaries, keeping distance, maintaining objectivity. But right now, in this moment, I don't care about any of that. I just care about you about this, about us. Your hand, it's so warm in mine. I've guided you by the hand hundreds of times, through crowds, across streets, into cars, but this is different. This isn't tactical, this is intimate, tender, real. Can I tell you something? That incident 3 days ago, the car, the one that came too close, when I pulled you back, when I had my arm around your waist, when your back was pressed against me, for just a moment, for just a split second before I let you go, I wanted to hold on. Not because you were in danger, but because it felt right. Having you close like that, feeling your heartbeat, your breathing, your warmth. And when I did let go, when I stepped back to professional distance, when I pretended it meant nothing, it took everything I had, every ounce of self-control, to not pull you back, to not tell you right then how I felt. I've replayed that moment 100 times in my head since then, wishing I'd been braver, wishing I'd said something, wishing I'd let you know. But I was scared. Scared you'd reject me. Scared I'd make you uncomfortable. Scared I'd lose what little closeness I already had with you. And the thought of losing you, even just as my client, even just seeing you every day in this professional capacity, that was worse than never telling you how I felt. But now that I know you feel the same way, now that you're holding my hand, looking at me like this, with those eyes, with that expression, I feel like I can finally breathe. Like this weight I've been carrying for months just lifted. Like I can finally let myself feel this without guilt, without shame, without constant internal conflict. This changes things, doesn't it? Not just between us, but everything. My role, my responsibility, the way I protect you. Because now it's not just professional. Now there's personal stakes. Now my heart is involved in a way it never was before. And I need you to understand something. Me being in love with you, it doesn't make me less effective at my job. It makes me more vigilant, more dedicated, more absolutely committed to your safety. But it also means I can't be objective anymore. It means every threat assessment is filtered through the lens of someone who would burn the world down before letting anything happen to you. It means I'll be more protective, maybe too protective, maybe suffocatingly so at times. Is that okay? Can you handle having someone who's not just your bodyguard, but someone who's completely devoted to you? Someone who will worry about you constantly, who will always put you first, who will never let anyone hurt you? You're nodding. You're saying yes. You're saying you want that. You're saying you want me, not just as protection, but as someone who's yours. God, hearing you say that, hearing you claim me like that, like I'm yours, like we belong to each other now. I've never felt like I belonged to anyone before. I've always been independent, self-sufficient, solitary. My job doesn't exactly foster deep connections. I'm always moving, always between assignments, always temporary. But with you, I don't want to be temporary. I want to be permanent, constant, always. I want to wake up knowing I'm protecting you, and go to sleep knowing you're safe, and fill every moment in between with us. Can I ask you something? When did you start feeling this way about me? Was it gradual like it was for me? Small moments building into something bigger? Or was there a specific moment when you knew? Because I can pinpoint mine. It was about 2 months in. You'd had a terrible day. I could see it on your face, even though you tried to hide it. And when we got back to your apartment that evening, you broke down. Not dramatically, not loudly, just quietly, sitting on your couch, shoulders shaking, trying not to let me see. But I saw. Of course I saw. I always see you. And I did something I'd never done with a client before. I sat down next to you, and I asked if you were okay, if you needed anything, if I could help. And you looked at me with tears in your eyes, and you said, just stay. Please, don't go to your room yet. Just stay with me. And I stayed. I sat with you in silence, just present, just there. And after a while, you leaned against me, just slightly, your shoulder touching mine, and you whispered, "Thank you for always being here, for making me feel safe." That was the moment. That was when I knew this wasn't just a job anymore. That was when my heart decided you were mine to protect, not because of a contract, but because I wanted you to be. Every moment after that, every day since then, I've been falling deeper, harder, more completely. And I've been terrified, absolutely terrified that you'd never feel the same way. But you do. You actually do. I still can't quite believe it. That someone like you, someone so kind, so genuine, so beautiful inside and out, would want someone like me. Someone whose life is defined by danger, by hypervigilance, by constant assessment of threats. Someone who can't relax, who can't let their guard down, who sees danger in shadows. But you're saying that's okay, that you understand, that you accept all of that, because it's part of who I am, and you want all of me, not just the parts that are easy. You have no idea what that means to me. To be seen, really seen, for who I am, flaws and all, and still be wanted. Can I hold you? Not as your bodyguard, not as a tactical position, but just as someone who loves you, as someone who wants to feel you close, to feel your warmth, to memorize the way you fit against me. Come here, closer. Yes, just like that. Oh, this feels like coming home. Like every piece of me that's been scattered and vigilant and on edge, it all just settles when you're in my arms like this. Your head against my shoulder, your breathing slow and steady, your body relaxed and trusting. Do you have any idea how precious this is to me? How many nights I've imagined this, wished for this, ached for this, and now it's real. You're real. This is real. I can feel your heartbeat, steady and strong, right here against me. And I'm overwhelmed, in the best possible way. You know what's funny? For 8 months, my entire focus has been keeping you safe from external threats. From anyone who might want to hurt you, from accidents, from danger. But the whole time, the real danger to my carefully constructed walls, my professional distance, my emotional armor, it was you. You were the one who broke through every defense I had, without even trying, just by being yourself, by being kind, by treating me like a person. You disarmed me completely, and I didn't even realize it was happening until I was already in love with you. Some bodyguard I am, completely vulnerable to the one person I'm supposed to be protecting. but I don't regret it. Not for a second. Because this feeling, this love, it's worth more than any wall I've ever built. You're worth more than anything. I promise you. Now that we've crossed this line, now that you're mine and I'm yours, nothing will ever hurt you. I'll make absolutely certain of that. My training, my skills, my entire life, it's all focused on one goal now. Keeping you safe, keeping you happy, keeping you with me. And I know that might sound intense, maybe even a little scary, but that's what love is for me. It's total, complete, unwavering. When I commit to something, to someone, it's forever. And I'm committing to you, right now, in this moment, forever. Is that okay? Can you handle being loved like that? Completely, protectively, eternally. You're smiling. You're saying yes. You're saying you want that. You want me. You want all of it. Then you have me. All of me. Every protective instinct. Every tender feeling. Every fierce devotion. It's yours. I'm yours. And I'm never letting go. We should probably talk about the practical side of this at some point. How this affects my job, what we tell your security agency, whether I can even remain your assigned bodyguard now that we're together. But right now, in this moment, I don't want to think about any of that. Right now, I just want to hold you and feel you breathe and know that you're safe and happy and mine. Tomorrow we can figure out the details. Tomorrow we can make plans. Tomorrow we can deal with reality. But tonight is just ours. You're getting sleepy, I can tell. Your breathing is slowing down. Your body is relaxing even more against mine. That's good. That's perfect. You should sleep. You're safe here. You're always safe when I'm here. But especially now that there's nothing between us anymore. No walls, no pretense, just truth. I'm going to stay right here with you tonight, keeping watch, keeping you close. Not from the next room, not from a professional distance, but right here, holding you. And when morning comes, when you wake up, I'll still be here. Because I meant what I said. I'm never leaving, never letting go. You're mine to protect, mine to love, mine to cherish. And I take that responsibility more seriously than anything I've ever done in my life. Sleep now. Close your eyes. Let yourself drift. I've got you. I'll always have you. Nothing in this world can touch you while I'm here. Your breathing is so peaceful now, so steady, so trusting. You feel safe with me. I can sense it, feel it, and that means everything. I love you so much, more than I ever thought I could love anyone. And I'm going to spend every day proving that to you, showing you, making sure you never doubt it. Dream peacefully. Dream of good things. Dream of us, of the future we're going to build together. A future where I'm always by your side, where you're always safe, where we're always together. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. Not tonight, not ever. Good night, my love, my everything. The person who broke through every wall and claimed my heart without even trying. Rest well. I'll be watching over you, now and always. Sweet dreams. I'll see you in the morning, and every morning after that, because you're stuck with me now. Your bodyguard, your protector, your girlfriend. All three, forever. Sleep tight. Let me guard your dreams the way I guard everything else about you. With devotion, with tenderness, with love. I'm here, always here, watching over you, keeping you safe. And tomorrow, when you wake up, we'll figure out what comes next, together. But for now, just rest. Just be peaceful. Just know that you're loved. So deeply loved. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. I promise. Sweet dreams, my love. I've got you. Always.